Bill and I, we're running this show. Digital land, let the blockchain flow. Pod to the cast, we ride the air. NFT dreams like we just don't care. Metaverse wild, like a zombie horde. Earth to terrain, we're never bored. VV collectibles stacking high. Bill and I, we touch the sky. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side.
No. What's good?
What up?
Welcome, Randy. Welcome.
Meow, meow. How y'all doing? Oh, what hello, Big Red.
That's Nizza. Nizza.
Oh, what up, what up?
Nizza gang.
Yep, I posted in the Lone Wolves chat. Shout out to Lone Wolves, Earth 2. Let's go.
Love that's one of the only Discords that I'm still part of. Like I just hate Discord, and I just did like a mass exit of a bunch of things, but Lone Wolves gotta keep because they're so freaking cool.
That's where all the best information is. Anybody wants good information on Earth 2, you gotta go to Lone Wolves. It's where the tavern is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
And you just pull up and you have a beer. And you just drink with the fellas.
Hopefully soon we can do that in Earth 2, pop in there and everybody's just gonna be chilling and
Are you guys going to New York Comic Con?
I'm not going to New York Comic Con.
I am not either.
Nope. We're gonna be in Vegas though.
D-Con.
Both of y'all be in Vegas?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We got a house.
Very good. Very good.
Yep,
I will take that.
Major announcements coming soon.
How do you like our Hillary Clinton and Obama background? We have to pull us down to see it. Did you see it already, Randy?
No.
Hold on.
Love that.
Yeah. A little bit of Pizzagate in there.
Yeah.
Could be something.
Some hot dog.
Now, speaking of Hillary and Obama, like back in the day when Alex Jones would talk about like the Bilderberg Group and the Illuminati and the Trilateral Commission and like they all and the NWO, like they're all part. It seems like they're part of the same network, but different parts. Like each one had their own like thing that they were in charge of and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how big Hollywood isn't. Like, do they operate independently? Do they answer to the who's big in Hollywood? Do they answer to that group of people? Do they answer to like politicians? Because I know from the military aspect, like they get certain type like stipend or certain type of like the Transformers movies, which was basically one giant Air Force commercial. They got like funding or they got tax credits for the military, and they have to be very accurate with exception to the uniforms. There always has to be like one thing wrong with the uniforms. It can't be like exact. But I know there's like clearly connections there. Yeah. But what can you guys tell me about Hollywood in general and its connection to like the behind the curtain people in big government? How many conspiracies are there? Because we'll obviously get into Hayden. That's what this is about. But in general, do you guys have a theory?
I don't know. I think there's several arms. Several arms to the same body. One's doing over here, one's doing over there, and they communicate in higher levels. I'm sure. Look at Scientology too. I'm sure that's a big part of the operation as well. They have their hands in so many actors and actresses. It was funny. I just went to LA and I was scoping out the Scientology building, and then took some pictures on that, and then went to the Trump star, and that was all defamed and stuff and vandalized. It was crazy out there. But
one of the biggest issues,
teenagers that go to like the Scientology building like in cosplay, and they like invade it, and they're dressed up as Sonic and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they're like, oh, Scientology, and then they just like run through and then run out.
One of the biggest issues with Hollywood is they start them up from when they're little kids, so they're already brainwashed into the cult of Hollywood in itself, and they're taught just like in Freemasonry, that things are different levels and different levels as they rise up. And then some of them are mistreated. And it seems like some of them have reported, allegedly, according to them, that they are put in these situations where they're being tortured by other celebrities or occultists or politicians. And then they rise up in the ranks. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them just disappear out of Hollywood all itself for one reason or another. You just don't see them anymore, right? You're just like, what's going on with this person? And, oh, I haven't seen this person in years. And then they always tell you, oh, well, they slipped away for like 10, 15 years. They wanted kids and they wanted to do all this. They probably just wanted to get away from the evil of everything.
Oh yeah.
But Hollywood is evil. You look at Weinstein, right? You got Weinstein. That was a whole nother level of it with young girls. And then you have Jeffrey Epstein, right? You have the Epstein cult involved with more politicians in Hollywood mixed together. Then you have another layer was the rap gang, right? Which we saw recently with P. Diddy getting in trouble, and all of a sudden all that stuff went away too. So it's just multi levels of things, and everyone knows about it though. That's what's crazy. We live in the information age, and everyone knows this already, and it's all over social media, and it's just become ingrained in our minds. But what's anyone really going to do about it? The only thing to do is to destroy Hollywood in itself. And I think they've already destroyed themselves, right? And podcasts are kind of rising. You see podcast stars. Look at Joe Rogan's show. Look at Candace Owens. Look at Timothy Alberino and Alex Jones. He's like a goat, right? He's been around forever. But you're seeing all these new faces rise. And now they're trying to take over the current social media podcasters, right? And pay them off, and governments are involved, and our government's involved. And if they can't pay you off, it seems like they get rid of you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're talking about streamers. Look at Oliver Tree, right? And his last stream before he died in a helicopter crash, right? He was at a party, I believe, and talking about, things that really shouldn't be live streamed. And there was some chaos about, wait, are you live streaming? You're not supposed to be live streaming. And they lied about it, but it was live streamed. And after that incident, he weirdly passed away in a convenient helicopter crash, right? So, and then you look at Ryan Garcia, the boxer, who was going absolutely crazy talking about Jesus and exposing everything, and then all of a sudden is really quiet and then wins a title, right? It's like, they're definitely hitting these streamers hard, I think,
Yeah.
There was one of the guys he's probably everywhere, but just on TikTok, he had mentioned, I think he was former CIA, or he was someone that worked for them, some contractor, and he's like, yeah, what we do is we go to you and we just introduce ourselves. It's like, hey, we're going to, you guys probably have seen him, glasses, like kind of graying hair. He did a bunch of operations with, I think, the CIA, and he's like, how can we make your life better? Like, what's a problem we can solve for you? And a lot of people, and he said most people just like take the money, like they take it and just like, and we're not going to do anything, just every once in a while, we're going to ask you to make a video, or we're going to ask you to say something in your video, and that's it. And then if they don't comply, it's like, okay, well, here's the dirt on you of all of this illegal shit that you've done. And even if they're not like, if they're pretty clean, and it's like, okay, there's like, here's the things that are not illegal, but they make you look really bad. You'll lose all your sponsors. You'll do this, and we'll just going to try to throw the boogie in every way that we can. And it's like,
Yeah, even with Alex Jones, he recently reported that they were hacking into his security cameras with internal teams inside his own company and paying a guy. It was like a few $100,000. It was like hardly anything, and they were able to obtain security footage, which was illegal. And he's now revealing it and going to court and all that other stuff. But it's the lengths that people will take for just a little bit of cash is wild.
Yeah, that's why there's either like Homeland or like there's a bunch of agencies in the government where if you have below a certain credit score, you're out, because like then you're ripe for manipulation. Some foreign agency can come in, I'll clear out all this debt for you, and it costs them like $500,000 to get like an NSA agent or to get somebody. It's like, dude, like, so that's why I think politicians really should be paid more, because if they're making $150,000 a year, any Chinese businessman or Russian businessman, any foreign entity can come in and be like, we'll cut you a check for $1 million right now. You just got to do this. And what is it going to cost? $500 million to get, you know, like half of Congress on your side to pass laws that are favoring your nation.
Right.
So that's it's hard.
And that's not a problem when they just print the money out of thin air as well.
Yeah, Federal Reserve.
Right. I mean, they can pay anybody off with fake money, and the people accept it. But they're like you said, they're taking these little tiny bribes, which is ridiculous. And then what? They pay off these social media influencers for dirt cheap, and then they destroy their reputation, and then nobody wants to listen to them. And you're seeing that with a lot of Republican guys right now, which have really showed their hands in getting paid by certain countries.
I didn't even hear about that. Which ones were those?
Right now, there's a going back and forth with Tim Pool, Alex Jones, and then there's Benny Johnson and Candace Owens are fighting it out, and various others that are seem to always just have to toe the party line. And
Tim Pool was good for a while. His stuff, like, I haven't followed him in a while, like years, but I really liked what he was doing at the beginning.
Yeah, and he had a private meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu that he reported on, where he wasn't allowed to talk about what went on. Strange.
I don't like that.
You have heads of countries meeting with social media influencers.
Yeah.
What is that about? Right?
Fuck. Did you guys see that that post that recently went around about, I guess, the Catholic Church? And there's a video of this big dude, like big hat and everything, putting a human skull inside of a statue and then kissing it. Yeah. What is that about? Like,
I don't know. What was that, like a ritual thing? Like, that wasn't a real skull, right? Like, that was
No, that was for what I saw. It was a real skull. I think I asked ChatGPT, and it's some part of a thing that they do. And
really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, to honor some lady or something.
So
it was
like, whose skull was it?
Some lady that passed. I don't know. It was bad though.
So there's in the realm of, I don't say normalcy, there's some, if you're an alien and you're like looking at Earth, there's some things like birthday candles. That's a little weird. You stab this cake with fire and you blow it out like that. That's a little weird. Like, but then you take some of the other things, like people used to like praise the sun. I'm sure there's still like uncontacted tribes that still like praise the sun, right? There's
raw.
But most of this stuff is like
Catholic Church,
fairly innocent. Like, you just like, oh, it's a birthday candle. Like, nobody, there's no real danger anywhere. Praising the sun. It used to like sacrifice a virgin in some of these, and that, that's fucking weird. Like how what the Catholic Church was doing with that head of whose body, like whose head is, I don't fucking know. Where does that fall on the weird to like satanical stuff? Because you had someone up there mention that they all work for the devil. Yeah, Watchmen HQ is like they all answer to the devil. Like
they do. Yeah.
How? But
Father Malachi Martin was real famous back in the day for uncovering. Father Malachi Martin was a right-hand man to like Pope John Paul IV, or one of the Pope John Pauls, and he reported that there was straight Satanism going on in the Vatican, and that they had underground catacombs going on where they were sacrificing people. And he still believed in the Catholic religion and the faith, but he just wanted to report that there was an internal battle and a struggle going on between the Black Pope and the main Pope that you see in the foreground, and he still wanted to hold on to the religion though, but Catholicism, it comes from paganism, way back in the day, where they worship the sun and they throw up that sun disk. Several of their statues are used for previous people that they used to worship back in the day. The Vatican's also uses pagan symbolism. You got the Egyptian obelisk at the Vatican itself, right? Worshipped by Osiris and Semiramis and their son Tammuz. It was the mystery religions, goes back to the Eleusinian mystery religions, and even farther back to the Phoenicians and the Babylonians, and they all sacrificed virgins, every one of them. If you do read the Bible, you'll always see mention of sacrificing kids, and you see evidence of that in today's society too, with Planned Parenthood. Right out in the open, they sacrifice unborn children, and then they also sacrifice kids in satanic rituals all around the world.
So I feel like there's let's say, like, where there's like, hey, do you believe in God? Like, okay, there's Catholicism and then there's Christianity, and there's a lot of those things there. I know it would be like golf, like, oh, it's the difference between like a 2-iron and a 4-iron, and someone that doesn't know golf, I don't fucking know, it sounds the same, but like to a golfer, like they're completely different. Like, I'm not really like religious, so the difference between all these major religions, they were the big lord in the sky, and I don't know the difference that well, but I did look up the rules of Satanism. And I imagine like there's a whole bunch of different, there's a Church of Satan, there's Satanic Rules of Earth, there's all this, but the Satanic Rules of Earth, no advice or opinions unless asked, okay? No sharing troubles unless others want to hear them, okay? Show respect in another's home or do not go there. Treat annoying guests in your home without mercy. No sexual advances without a mating signal. Do not take what's yours unless it burdens the owner. Acknowledge the power of magic if you use it. Don't complain about things you don't need to face. Don't harm little children. Don't kill animals except for food or self-defense, and don't bother people in open spaces. Destroy those who persist in bothering you. Aside from the destroy those who persist in bothering you and the show no mercy to people in your home that are annoying, most of those don't sound that bad. Like, and again, like, is that really what it's about, or is like this is our cover?
Yeah,
that's an introduction. Yeah,
the other rules are like, I
that's
don't
to get
know.
in the door. That's in the door speech there.
I align with a lot of those things. Let me take a further look. Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and the famous Luciferian motto is "Do as thou wilt," and they would do rituals of sex magic, and what was the guy's name with L. Ron Hubbard where they did that ritual? They called him the Beast. He did the Elemantria working, where supposedly he spoke with, another being from another realm.
Crowley.
Yeah, Aleister Crowley. Yeah, it was Aleister Crowley. So he came up with the motto, "Do as thou wilt," and he was considered one of the most evil men in the world. Right, kind of probably one of the fathers of modern day Satanism. And a lot of the Hollywood occultists, like Marina Abramovich and Jay-Z, a lot of them follow that stuff.
And that witch lady, you see the witch lady with the black fingers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
she's
Marina.
creepy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, witch lady with the black fingers?
Oh, it's
Marina
a witch
Abramovich.
lady. No, that's the teacher. There's another lady. There's an old witch, and she has black fingers. I'll look her up. Yeah, she's
not
creepy.
blue, like not
black,
blue, like a pen. Like, black. Okay.
She had silver teeth too. I'll get a good picture of her.
Oh, we got to see that.
So
yeah, but a lot of the religions, like you spoke about the religions, almost all religions stem from one place, and that was Tower of Babel. Everyone at one point in time all had the same religion outside of Christianity. And then when the languages got mixed and everybody dispersed, everyone took that religion with them, and they gave it their own flair, right? That's why you always see the same gods and goddesses worshipped throughout history, and they always sacrifice virgins.
I was smiling not because of the sacrificing virgins, but in the comments. So like the title of this is Hayden Panettiere's sudden death. What really happened? And Zaface is like, did the bull run start? I love you so much today.
Great timing.
Yes, it did. Oh, oh yeah. Who's this?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not like okay. That's not like necrotizing fasciitis. That like she like just painted her fingers black. Right?
Yeah, she's some artist or something, and she's involved with a lot of the high up like fashion designers and music artists or something. But yeah, she just like fucking walks around like a demon. She might be a demon, probably. You know, that's what I'm guessing.
One of the best books. Like Incorrigible Goat Slater says, celebrating Christmas ham is about the story of Tammuz and the boar. The evergreen tree represents eternal life, and the mistletoe references sexual nature of Isis. It's all a thing from Babylon. That's right. There's a really famous book called The Papal Worship by Alexander Hislop. It was written like 200-300 years ago or something. I have a copy of it on my shelf. It's amazing. It ties the Vatican all the way back to sun worship and the mystery religions of the day, with original woodcuts. It's really amazing. It's a good book. So check it out.
Have you guys heard about the
Other Spirit?
As through AI is, we'll get into the longevity of that later, but one of the things that AI is helping with is geneticists and digging into like our DNA, and anyone that has a 23andMe or whatever, it's like, okay, like they can account for like most of it, but there's a good 20% of certain people's DNA. There's 20% of all the DNA samples collected from like ever. 80% they know exactly where it comes from. The other 20% is called like ghost DNA. Like they don't know where it comes from, and they trace it back to like 300. Like here's 80% of our DNA from group A. Here's like all the hominids, like everyone that we know. And another 20% of our DNA from 300,000 years ago. There's group B, and we somehow merged with them in some way. And AI has been helping with this like immensely. It's like it goes a lot deeper than we thought. And where does that come from?
Ancient bloodlines, right?
Yeah. Well, isn't there stuff in the Bible about a lot of interbreeding with what was it left?
Other guys?
Angels?
Yeah. What? No.
People not from here?
Yeah, people not from here. The tall beings, the Nephilims or whatever.
Yeah. Well, Nephilim is when you have like an angel fuck a human, right? And then
right.
Well, I think history, I've explained it before on your show a long time ago. I think history is skewed in a way that they don't want us to know the real truth. But I really believe that angels are basically just like ancient humans that have basically eternal life. You know, they look like us. They're taller. They're blonde. They're beautiful. They're probably in their 20s. Every historical account you ever read of them, they always look like a person, a man. They're called angels of God or sons of God, right? They're called sons. So there's a family, a hierarchy in the universe. And if you read the Bible or ancient texts of any kind, what does it say? They all say it throughout the entire world that these sky people came down, intermingled with mankind, and made kids, right? And couldn't we say that maybe some of that DNA came from there?
Yeah. And here's where I get a little, or I think more evidence points to it, is like whenever there's like a new pygmy tribe or whatever that's discovered, like, yeah, these little things are, yeah, they're like, all the archaeologists, everyone's like, they completely agree on it. No problem. Like they just accept it. But as soon as anyone hears anything about giants, they're like, oh, no, can't say, like you're like ostracized. And it's like, and then the military has to be like, oh yeah, we can't talk about the giant in Afghanistan, and like red hair, or like,
And another thing that's interesting, if you look at weird skulls that we find all over the world, like in Peru, and some mummies in different countries that they're not supposed to be, all the hair is red. It's very interesting. Like those giant elongated skulls. You know, the elongated skulls that they've been finding in Peru?
Yeah.
They have red hair on them, a lot of them.
So that's where I get it from, because I have red hair in my beard that I get.
Yeah.
And my ex-girlfriend always jokes about how I have a big head. Like, we still talk. And I told her the other day, I had to go to the VA. She's like, make sure they check out that big-ass head of yours. I was like, hey.
Wow.
Dang. Yeah. And they were supposedly in Peru, they were short, but they had these elongated skulls. The priest class, though, it wasn't the regular people. But you can bet the priest class bred with some people, probably.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the guy on I think it's on YouTube that's cutting open Bigfoot skulls?
What?
No, yeah. The guy supposedly has like huge, like half the body size, if not 3/4 of a regular human's body size, just a skull, and he has like 3 or 4 of them. He said on ice. So he took one out and showed everybody, and now he's cutting into it. It was creepy. Who knows if it's real, obviously, but yeah, it's cool. Just interesting.
Yeah. So, what are your guys' thoughts on Hayden?
Ooh.
You go first, Zombie.
Well, I think we all got instantly sad when we heard about that. I loved her from Heroes. She was amazing, just a cutie. And she was in the Neutrogena commercials, and she was just like this all-American girl. And I didn't know anything really past that until she had just passed. And there was these videos kind of going around of interviews with her, and she was talking about, I guess, being on a boat with very powerful people. That's kind of how I was like, oh, this isn't just like a death. It's like there's something else.
She had a young girl that was her handler that brought her down into a room.
There's pictures of both of them. It's supposed to be this guy named, I think, James Blunt or something. It's all speculation. This isn't no facts.
We don't know.
I'm an idiot. I know nothing. But him and some girl that's in a picture with her, and I guess those are supposed to be the people that were possibly on a boat with her. Yeah.
So my I saw it on like whoever reported it. I saw it on like Facebook or whatever, and I was like, no. And then I don't really think about it much that night. But the next morning, I get up, I'm hanging on my inversion table to stretch out my back, and I see this beautiful black lady. She's just like, something funky happened with my girl Hayden. I was like, do tell. And then she's just like, I didn't even, so I knew her from the Remember the Titans. I knew her from Heroes, and then from the not the Neutrogena commercials, the Bring It On All or Nothing, or whatever one that Bring It On, whatever one that she did. I didn't even know that she was in Neutrogena commercials until this beautiful black lady just talking about her, and then she's like, yeah, she was advisor, like face, for them for like 10 years. And then as soon as she talks about postpartum depression on like, it wasn't Regis and Kathy Lee, it wasn't even Regis and Kelly, it was Kelly and someone else at the time. So like within the last like 10 years, 15 years. And they, as soon as she talked about that, Neutrogena like dropped her. I was like, really? And it's like, yeah, like we should all, boycott Neutrogena and Neutrogena products and whoever owns them. So I go to like these other videos, and then they're like, yeah, like Johnson & Johnson owns them. We should, boycott them. So I go to like Wall Street Bets on Reddit. I was like, hey, you remember when everyone was like shorting GameStop and everyone was just like, yeah, let's squeeze the shorts and, multi-billion-dollar company. Like, what if these women are onto something and they're like just going to boycott the shit out of Neutrogena and also parent company Johnson & Johnson? Like, should we short Johnson & Johnson? And
oh my God.
Then I was informed that I was a faggot that was retard maxing because Johnson & Johnson doesn't own Neutrogena anymore. And it's Kenvue, KNVU or KVUE. They own Johnson. So I was like, okay. should we short them? And they're just like, bro, like, go kill yourself. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Where was that?
It was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
That was on Reddit?
I'll send you the link of the exact post.
Oh
like
my
all
God.
of the memes are just like Pepe, but like with Down syndrome, and that's what they were calling me.
Spectrum's
So
gonna get it started. He's
Yeah,
gonna get it started.
yeah, Spectrum. It's not J&J. It's
He's ready.
KVU.
I say we do it anyways. Let's do it. Let's do it.
They're like a. All right, hold on. Let me.
Oh,
let me
you guys
look
are
at
gonna
this.
get knocked on your doors soon. Jesus. Seriously.
Okay, so it's KVUE, and they are much easier to short because they're only a $36 billion company, as opposed to like a Johnson Johnson's like a $500 billion company. Anyway, that was my first thing about it, trying to see if we can short things, and anyway, probably not going to work. I mean, it might. Who knows? Go open a short position KVUE and let me know how it goes.
Randy, I got a
shut
question.
down the stock market and make sure that they can control the table like usual, anyways.
Yeah, I got a question, Randy. So, Roaring Kitty was the guy that was shorting GameStop. What would your name be?
If I had to change it from the real Randy Chavez?
Yeah, you need.
I don't know. Like if I had to make if I had an alias that would Evil Chavez? I don't know. Like, does it have if an animal? It could be
like symbiote Chavez.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You do some cool AI with that.
I don't know.
Yeah, wait.
I don't know what I would be politically incorrect Chavez. I don't know.
Weren't we talking about some kind of superhero position you were going to play? What was it that I used to shout out all the time? It was something Chavez.
Miles Morales? Miguel O'Hara?
Yes, that's right. Yes,
Yeah,
Miguel, are you playing in the upcoming movies? Can you tell
Miguel
us?
O'Hara, I like that.
He is Miguel O'Hara in the flesh.
I would love there was a time where I looked just like him. Maybe not anymore, but no, the one thing I had with Darcy Donovan, I wasn't even with Darcy Donovan. This was with Looks Can Kill. It was the guy that did The Staircase on HBO. It was like one pilot. It didn't get picked up. I never got paid for the freaking thing. Yeah, I go out to like bumblefuck New York upstate, and I go there for 2 days and film a couple scenes. It was cool, but yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah, the movie. I remember that. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, it's called Looks Can Kill. It was the pilot we filmed, and
yeah,
I remember we were filming like late at night too, and one the MILF Hunter. There was one scene where like no extras were in. It was just like a detective walking up to like other detectives, but one of the extras is like sleeping on like the park bench, like in the background, and the director's like, fuck, we gotta, like, who the fuck is sleeping over there? And then they were gonna have to reshoot it, but then someone's like, bro, that's normal. It's New York. Like that's normal. like people sleeping on park benches is,
wait, did you see Radio Man? Did you see Radio Man? No,
I did not.
Oh, dang it. Do you know him, Bill?
No. Who's Radio Man?
He's the extra that's like a homeless guy, I guess, and he has a radio around his neck with a chain, and he's called Radio Man, and he's in like
300 things, right?
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of movies.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
he's
let's pull it
a
up.
regular.
I gotta see this.
Yeah.
He's in hundreds of movies?
Oh yeah, in the background
like
of
everything in New York.
Yeah,
really?
he's known by all the actors.
Background?
Yeah, all the actors know him and like say what's up, and I'm sure like kick him down some dough, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Bro, you know what? There was this one gym, I could probably say it now. It was called Synergy in what was it? It was like in Levittown, New York. It's not there anymore, but there were a bunch of guys, and there was a bunch of guys juicing, and there was a guy that used to like clean there, and all the juice heads would just like give him steroids, and this dude was on so much stuff, and he's
just
jacked.
No, they would just give him pills and he'd take them, and I was like, and I don't know what happened to this dude, but yeah.
What do we got?
Radio
This
Man.
is him?
Yeah.
He actually has his own documentary now that I saw that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah. Super famous in New York.
Well, like, what movies was he in? Everything that's been filmed in New York?
Everything. Name a movie, he's probably in it. If it was in New
Yeah,
York.
In New York.
He's with Matt Damon?
Oh yeah, Robin Williams. Almost look alike. Jesus.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And does he just walk up while they're filming? Is that essentially how it happens?
He's an actor, a paid extra, I'm sure. And he's like told, okay, go walk behind on this scene or whatever, right?
Okay. So at this point, they just pay him every time they come.
Oh yeah. I think it's
probably Epstein's cousin.
Yeah.
So
right.
So with my first thing with Hayden was like the Neutrogena thing. Can we short, KVUE, and I didn't do it, but then the things came like, oh yeah, like she just had this interview not that long ago where she's talking about this guy on the boat who we think is James Bond, and like she's 18, so thankfully she wasn't like 12 when this happened or anything, but even still, it's not a good situation. Supposedly her woman handler, who she trusts, leads her downstairs to and like puts her, like leads her into a bed, puts her in the bed with like a naked man, a famous man that's like laying like this, and supposedly that dude was James Bond. We don't know.
Weren't there.
Now the death is like, okay, did she OD? And did she OD from her own volition? Did she OD because she was with this toxic ex that she's been with this relationship, like in a cycle of abuse? Like he's punched her in the face before. He's been arrested multiple times for this.
Which sounds like a handler in itself.
Yeah. Did they get to her through him because he's an easy fall guy? Like that's an easy pass. He's easy to hate. Been doing this before. Nobody's going to think twice. Oh yeah, it's him. Like, I don't know how would they do it. Natalie Wood. Love her. But yeah, how do you like? I think there's motive there. Like if she's about to like out one of their things. Yeah, it was James Bond. It was this person. It was that person. Like I think there's motive to keep her quiet.
Especially with all the Epstein stuff in the current news. It's still on everybody's mind. No matter who we go to war with, they're not going to shut the people up from talking about Epstein, right?
Well, I don't know why she was on an interview talking about that openly. She's got enough sense to know that that's probably not going to be in our best favor. So it's kind of weird. It's like the Helen Hunt, Ellen DeGeneres thing, where she was going crazy and talking out loud about a lot of things she shouldn't be saying, and all of a sudden she's crazy and driving down the street without anybody controlling the car. Obviously, I'm sure she was just driving that car and then slams into a building for no reason, and then gets put into an ambulance after supposedly the body had burned, and then pops up and fights.
She pops up out of the chair, just like the movie. What was the one with the underground clones where a dude wakes up while they're trying to saw him for his body parts? Oh man. The Island. Yes. Just like The Island.
I haven't seen it either. So what are you
it's got Black Widow in it.
Love her.
That when she was super young too. Like
how young?
20s young.
Okay, good. Safe young.
Freaking not Kenobi. The actor who plays Kenobi. Obi-Wan.
The blonde dude.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, those two are in it. They're the main actors. But it's the same thing. They're being hauled off, right? She lifts her body up off that freaking gurney, and then they like push her back down or something. And she goes in the ambulance, and she's been dead.
That was bone chilling. Looking at that and witnessing what really happened, and then them just say, "Oh, yeah, she passed away, cardiac arrest. Don't worry, don't look into this. Nothing to see here." It's like, fuck, they gotta feel so empowered, that they can get away with stuff like that. and we're just not going to do anything. It's really sad.
So they all seem to have their own handlers that watch over them, right? And then these crazy things happen to them once they start talking up. You look at Kanye West. He had his trainers telling him, "You don't shut the F up, I'm going to send you back to Never Never Land with as many pills as possible," basically.
Yeah.
That was wild, right?
Well, did you see Kanye on the park bench when he disappeared? They found there was a video of Kanye West on the park bench looking like he had a lobotomy done. He had a big scar and just looking and drooling. And then all of a sudden,
and then you had that same thing with Britney Spears too, right? Remember that?
Oh yeah, Britney Spears.
Kanye too. One is that Britney. I remember the Save Britney, like, hey, if you're in trouble, wear a yellow shirt in your next video, and she does. The Kanye one is like, and I don't want to. It's going to sound like a little like sexist, like, but Kanye's like a dude. Like Britney's like she's a small girl, like she could be like taken advantage of, like you can overpower. Kanye's like a dude, wealthy, like, but when he was tweeting out about like, yeah, they want like the Kardashians, they want me to put me in like a psych ward. I feel like I'm gonna get out. I was like, oh, like that's a. Now, granted, he said some off the wall stuff before. Like, I think he released a track recently saying that I'm a Nazi. Like, so it says off the wall stuff. But a lot of times, if you're like in a podcast with him, like if you listen to him talk about a lot of the stuff he says makes sense. Again, I'm not saying that I agree with everything that he says, because clearly some of the stuff he says is out of left field and crazy. Yeah. But some of the stuff is like, oh, okay, like I don't know, like where do you draw that line? Like where do you go and like, hey, this person had some horrible ideas and did some horrible things, but some of the things they did were actually like they advanced certain areas and they moved the ball forward in those areas.
Well, okay, first I think we should set some ground rules here. Do you think that Kanye right now is the Kanye that we all know and love? Or do you think he's a clone or a different person?
I know,
or have you even thought of it?
I know that generally stuff that's available to the public, the government has, like years prior, if not decades prior. And I know that cloning is probably getting close to being, I don't want to say publicly available for everyone, but like you can do it, right? But for a human and like to make a perfect replica, like that would be very, like you can do it in animals. Like I'm sure, give me like in Long Island in Stony Brook, there happens to be like the most insane amount of like physicists like ever, all concentrated like in one place. Like, why the fuck are they there? I don't know. So like you give me enough scientists, give me enough money, yeah, I'm sure you could clone a person. But to do that perfectly with like no hiccups, I haven't seen evidence that that's possible. To clone like Avril Lavigne or to clone like Kanye West or clone like are the governments doing? I'm sure they're trying. I'm sure that I just haven't seen evidence. So I don't. Could they be like a body double? I would think a body double. Hey, you're Kanye now. Maybe that's more likely. Sure. If it were to happen at all.
Right. I think it is Kanye. I think that he just pumped him up with so many drugs in that freaking medical clinic. I think they messed him up big time. Yeah. And then he rushed off to living in Japan, with his new wife that he parades around with no clothes on, right? Yeah. Which is wild, right? Like whatever that's about. But something happened or something snapped, right? And I don't know if it's the same Kanye anymore. I don't know.
Well, they attacked him on so many different levels for speaking up. The first thing that I really remember that he was on MTV with the guy from Austin Powers, Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
and he said that what did he say? God, he said something. I keep wanting to say he said something about God, but no, he said George Bush hates white people. Remember that?
White people or black people?
No, oh yeah, black people. Yeah. So that was his first instant of like acting out, like bucking the system, and he's just been on a steady ride. And I think he was getting away with it up until he was doing that concert tour right when President Trump was running for his first term. And he went on stage talking about, I support Trump and Trump this and Trump that. And right after that, he went crazy. All of a sudden, right? Went crazy and then came back. And then it was always like a tug of war with his sanity almost, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that had a lot to do with it. And I'm not sure in the timeline where this was, but I saw a video where he was in a car talking about that the Illuminati killed his mom, right? Which was always heavily talked about, him sacrificing his mom for getting to that next level, as a lot of people know that's kind of the stepping stone in that not culture, but that organization, right? You have to sacrifice things. Like there's tons of stars that have children dying, like Sylvester,
or they're transgendered.
Yeah,
or they're transgendered, or
like Magic Johnson and his son, or Megan Fox, and all these stars, right? They have to give up something to get something. Those are the rules, and allegedly, obviously, but there's a lot of stars where Kid Rock, or no, Tommy Lee, his son died in the pool, right, or something. Like it's always a death in a lot of these celebrities' lives, big close ones. And Kanye's was his mom. So, and he was tremendously close with her. So I don't know if that was something he did voluntarily, or, was that happened upon him? I don't know,
Or is that like a wake up call? Like, hey, you better get in line. Right? Like
zip it.
Makes you wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're next.
Yeah.
Get in line, or you see somebody else. This happened to your mom. We could get to anyone in your life. So
it's like Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Kobe. Yeah, that's right? Another helicopter crash.
I wonder if they're friends with the Clintons. It's weird.
Yeah.
Planes and helicopter crashes.
Yeah, and there's political figures in helicopter crashes. A lot of air safety issues, I guess.
Yeah, they just don't make them the way they used to.
Yeah. Has anybody seen those recent UFO pictures that were popping up in the last couple days? There was
where it's like a diamond or something.
Yeah, there was like a diamond shape, and then two go into it. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What? Where were they?
I didn't see. Let me see if I could see.
Well, it's just interesting how we're really starting to recognize how UFOs are very similar to drones now, right? Technology, things that we may have thought was a spiritual experience back in the day, or magic, right? It really seems to be revealing that technology has a hand in everything. Even with the one that's interesting is it the iPhone earpiece that will translate every language now in your ear?
Yeah, there's a lot of them now that do that.
Yeah.
There's going to be glasses that do that too. I should have said that. There'll be every couple.
I would imagine there would be, Yeah. I mean, the only thing that that's the one I saw. Yeah.
That's in Austin, Texas.
Let's see it again.
Yeah, please.
That's the rebel symbol for Star Wars.
That's Darth Vader's vehicle, isn't it?
He's coming.
Oh, Bitcoin 73,943.
74.5.
Crypto running.
Oh, there you go.
74.
I know a guy that said October. I know a guy.
All right, so Zombie, you were 6 weeks off.
You know what happened? You know what happened is once the narrative caught on, they said, "Oh, we got to wrong foot them somehow." So if everybody's thinking October, we'll do it fucking 4 months, 5 months ahead of that.
And all the basketball and sports NFTs selling for big money.
Yeah, Panini's going crazy.
One of ones for 150K, like all day long. Can't wait to see what a Honus Wagner would sell for.
Oh my god! We'll Tad never called us back. We just got to kind of move on without him.
Well, do you see who followed Bill, Randy?
Oh yeah, Ken Golden. Yeah,
That's not a coincidence.
Have you messaged him yet?
I did message him. I'm still waiting for a response.
Okay.
But it's hard to say if he checks his messages. One thing I don't like about X is I'll just get notifications all day long and I don't check them. So then I don't know if I have a message in my inbox.
Yeah, got to check it constantly.
You just got to check it. So, no, I did reach out to him. I haven't got a response back. I am planning on reaching out if my other thing doesn't go through. So we'll see. I got another thing.
I would say, if anything, just make a post and then tag him in it, and we'll hype it up.
Yeah, hell, we should promote it. It might be something you put a couple $100 into. Might be worth it.
Yeah, right? That would definitely be worth it.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah. So I'm just waiting to see this other avenue I'm doing. So we'll see.
That'd be great. Can't wait.
I don't want to reveal just quite yet.
Yeah, there'll be a ton of stuff to go on Gold, especially after we get self-custody on BB. Mm-hmm. We'll have a lot of stuff that can go on Golden. So be very exciting.
Yeah. And
I
think it'll be.
You guys in the Omi beta?
No, I'm not that cool.
No. I got into it, but I didn't start it. Yeah.
I don't like Omi. Omi's trash. Awesome. No, I'm just kidding. No, you know what the problem is I never signed up for it, never tried to, but I don't know if I'd lock up a lot anyways. I think I would probably do a minimum, maybe 10, 20 million at the most. And then I want the rest on the side to do whatever I want with it. I really don't care what would be offered in that. The only thing that I said on Informant's show, I said, what would be a great idea is if we got a Pokemon Pikachu card as our first, reveal of what you get for staking. But other than that, I mean, it would have to be something incredible at this point. The market's very oversaturated, right? A lot of our new users are probably just spending the $10 and not buying much else, right? Yeah. Which does offer a little bit of liquidity, but it's like a false liquidity, right? Yeah. So, I mean, even when I joined, it took me months to ever buy anything. So that's just going to take time to work itself out. But I just don't want to lock up all my Omi. So, how about you, Zombie?
I got on the waiting list and I got accepted, but I haven't. It was fell in line with my move, so I literally haven't opened up any more emails past that. So, but I've heard good things. I hear people. Nobody's complaining about it, which is a good thing. Doc was talking about, like staking a bunch, and if he's got to take a cut, he's got to take a cut to get some out, but it's worth it to him. That's
you see how crypto moves. A 20% is nothing.
Yeah. Isn't Wes calling for some big numbers with Omi too now? So, I mean, if it turned him around.
Yeah, Randy, you better screenshot that for 2030. He is putting out those numbers. Also, though, I feel like that would be a great way to unveil a new product. I do see that we have cards. Or even if it was Magic the Gathering or some kind of Dragon Ball Z, or what if it was a manga One Piece or something new, something that people would want. But Pokemon would really be the way to do it. I mean, if I was gonna unveil Pokemon, that would be the way to do it. And then you'd have one card, right? That's the only way you get the card, and everyone in the market is not going to sell it because it is what it is, right? So you would create you would launch the card thing, which they've been trying to do for a while. And this is assuming that they have the license. I think they probably do, but I don't know. I'm just going off of that old video from way back in the day, like 10 years ago. So then you just have that one card. And then the next month or next quarter, however they release another reward, you get another card, and then you just keep revealing them like that. And before you know it, you would have tons of cards out there, but they're being held by all the people that would be staking on me. I think that's a great idea.
That'd be insane.
Assuming that you had the license. Assuming.
There's so the prizes for staking will go in seasons.
Right.
Each season is 3 months. So I think they release it in October so that this way, the first season's done in Q4. Yeah. And I think that'll be more of like beta plus, right? It'll be like, okay, here's first time we're doing it. I don't know if the first thing right off the bat you want to lead with like your best.
Yeah, because the rest of the people aren't available for it yet.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to lead with your best. Wait till it's open for everybody and then do it.
And also
then release Pokemon.
I think for something like Paramount, because Paramount, like we've made them a lot of money so far, like just this year, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not 7 figures at this point, with Avatar and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all that. Like we've done a lot.
Right.
Marvel, we've made tens of millions of dollars for over the years. So I think if you want to get it done, you could do it with Paramount, you can do it with Marvel, maybe Disney. Because we have that relationship and we've made, but with a newer company, so we have Solo Leveling and that did really well. If the first time we get a license, we say, like, hey, we're doing this thing, we would love for you to just give away product for free. I don't think any license is going to agree to that. They might just be like, yeah, you know what, if we can do this, we want to be your main. Like right now, you're the Disney distributors, Marvel distributors, and like they're on your drop list more than anyone. If we do this, can we get on your drop list same as them? Like I think if they do that, then maybe they'd be like, yeah, you can skip the lines, you can come in, be part of this, and you can, we'll make sure you get multiple drops each month. So I
don't think they even need drops. I mean, Pokemon doesn't need drops. Let's be realistic.
That's true.
They can sell anything they want. People buy packs of them all day long. But if you create something that is so wanted and so needed for a community, and it would drive all their users in digitally, right? Because they don't really have that right now. They have Pokemon Go, right? But they did release the card game, did they not? Digitally too? Was that Pokemon Go?
But that was TCG Pocket.
Yeah, is that still around? Because I feel like nobody talks about it.
Yeah, it is. And nobody over 30 really plays it, but it's still like because you get free packs every day.
Yeah,
and you know why? You know why they don't talk about it? It's because you can't sell the cards.
Yeah,
because you can't.
You can't say there's no value to them. You know.
Yeah. Because if you release a card for free, right, and then. That card suddenly has mega value because it's the only way you can get it is to stake for the crypto of the company. Just saying, that'd be the way to do it if you had the license, or just something amazing. Is really what I'm saying. But that would be incredible.
Right.
Yeah. So
just my thought.
But Justin was on Omili Space the other day, and basically you will be able to get. They will announce an anime before the end of the year, or we'll get an anime before the end of the year. I don't know which one. Justin mentioned that it could be considered. I don't know how he said this because I wasn't there on the space. Did he say it like, yeah, everyone will consider this a grail, or it's like some could consider it a grail. It might not. Like I don't know how he said it, but Omili had said, and
would we need a new reader for that?
Salt.
Or would just be basically into a comic reader? You just go backwards with it, basically. How's that work?
Well, it could be a manga, or it could be something like what we have with Solo Level. Like we don't have the manga for them. We just have the digital collectibles.
We need manga.
So maybe they have digital collectibles of like Sailor Moon.
Well, they have the Ultraman. Would Ultraman be considered a manga?
Yeah, that's true. We have that.
Is it backwards? I've never read one. Does it read like a manga?
No,
I
think
never read one either.
It reads normal, but they have like 12 or 20 something editions, just like them. So
yeah. Okay. I'm ready for it, whatever it is.
But that isn't considered that much of a grail. I started stacking that a little bit, and I was surprised that it got disrespected so much. I'm still collecting, but it's just surprising. I don't know if it was just too many, because they came out with like the first one and then nothing for a while, and then they started just releasing them like clockwork, and now they're not anything on the market. So
and what we don't need is a whole nother round of Ninja Turtles at all. We need giving us. I know it's. We don't need that. We need Bebop and Rocksteady. We need Shredder. We need the Mousers, right?
We need April O'Neil.
Yeah,
April O'Neil. We need what's the hockey guy's name?
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones. Like, give us that. Don't give us the same turtles over and over and over and over again. Because we already have 4 of each. Is it 3? 3 of each.
Right? 3 of each. Oh my
That's
God.
the one we want right there.
Is that Sadie Sink? Is that Sadie Sink?
I think so. You didn't get April O'Neil. She got Jean Grey, right?
I have reservations about liking that. Like, we knew Sadie Sink as Max from Stranger Things, and
do not ask why I had that on the fly.
Do
not ask.
To see,
okay, so are you excited about the Turtles, Randy? Let's talk about it. I know it's not conspiracy, but I'm creating
it's fine.
conspiracy right now.
I have each of one of the turtles, like whether it's a common, like I have all the commons, I think. I have I think Leonardo I have an ultra rare too, because someone was selling it for like $18. I don't know what it is now. And then I even have a special edition Raphael. So I don't really see the need to get these. Definitely not at retail. I think people sell them for cheap on the secondary. Like for Toffs, I have the most amount of Toffs in the world, and I bought like 2 of her on the primary. Like, people were paying $30 for her, and they're selling her for like $8 now. It's like,
and you were loading them up, right?
Yeah. I mean, I loaded a lot at $11,
right?
But now they're like 8, and it's like, should have waited, And
another conspiracy: why didn't we get the rat as a craft with that mutagen? That should have happened.
Yeah,
that absolutely should have happened.
Drop the ball on that one.
That was a miss, right? Even if you only allowed it if they held the whole gray set or something, right? But you got this mutagen, which, I do own a lot of them, but I'm speculating that eventually we'll use them in the future. But I think it was a miss, right? It was a huge miss.
Yeah, I mean, I love how they something for $5 you can get a pizza box and get a rat. Like that was cool. I have so many of those. Yeah, I think there should have definitely been some type of crafting, some type of
What? Okay, so let's go backwards. Not a crafting, but a animation that when you put the three together, you see the animation from the turtle spinning up into the big turtle, right? Or something, right? Because I feel like that's been lost now. We don't do like collectibles with collectibles interacting too much. Like, I know there was the turtle cycle or whatever. That was pretty cool. But like, I want more of that. I think that adds a lot of value.
I just checked, and they made $37,000 with it. With the
with what?
The rats and the sewer manhole, like that.
Yeah, it almost sold out.
Yeah. I like They did that.
I'm the
like,
number
okay,
2
cool.
holder of the mutagen.
You what?
I think I'm the number 2 holder with the mutagen.
Ooh.
Deuces.
We.
Did you just dust your shoulder off when you said that?
You are. You're the number 2 holder. I don't have that. I only have 2 mutagen. I went on the rats.
Oh,
That's a miss. That's a miss.
you went hard on the rat.
I have 32 rats.
There you go.
So I'm the number 4 holder.
You know what? We're just gonna do our own craft.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it online too. I'm gonna show a picture of the mutagen, the rat, and then I'm gonna do an AI picture. Craft.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't license, but that'd be cool if we'd be like, hey, if you have a mutagen and you have a rat in your Stacker wallet or V wallet, whatever, we'll airdrop you like $1 worth of OMI or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and we'll burn our freaking Ninja Turtle somehow. Physicals.
I don't want to burn
on fire.
I like my Ninja.
Yeah.
I don't want
to. Is Turtle Golf still doing the Gold Dragon thing with Omi?
I think so.
Does anybody know?
I'm not part of that club.
Not part of the Golden Dragon Club. I still have my Golden Dragon.
So
I might actually be staying with Turtle Golf for New York Comic Con.
So you're going?
New York, yeah.
I didn't hear any real big announcements. It seemed like Sanjay might be doing a party. Is he doing a party this year?
Oh, I was supposed to text him. I haven't texted him yet.
Yeah. So he is doing a party?
I'm going to text him right now. Yeah.
I felt like he posted that in one of the group chats that he was looking to put one together or something. But I feel like we don't hear from Sanjay anymore. Other than the group chat.
So last year his mom was sick.
Mm-hmm.
So he was dealing with that. And then this year he launched a whole new business. I forget what it's called, but it's taking it's called like alumni or something, or alumnus, or just taking like a bunch of Ivy League schools and just saying like, hey, like just a big networking thing. So
he's making Facebook 2.0. Facebook 2.0, back to your roots, right? Isn't that where
Pretty
Facebook
much.
came from, right? With colleges.
He's at the Wings game right now. Chat more later. All right, coolio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still alive.
Yeah, no, he's totally still alive. I don't know what I'd do with his shares of my YouTube channel if he were to kick the bucket. Like, does he have? I don't think he has kids, right? He's got a wife.
I've only talked to him for a few minutes in person.
You got to give him that. Give it to his wife. Be like, hey, you own some of my YouTube channel, Woody?
Yeah, come on to his wife, right? I would assume.
Guess I gotta. Do I buy her out?
If Omi goes to certain plateaus, do you still have a YouTube channel?
I don't think I would be able to. Sanjay and Manu
You're just
and like
throwing cash down from helicopters.
I guess I could. Well, isn't that what like Sum 41 did for like one of their music videos? Like, hey, here's a whole bunch of money, and it was Blink 182, and then their whole music video is them just giving people money.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
the good old days.
Good times.
When is the speaking of conspiracies, where's the fridge?
The cardboard version is still down there. It doesn't stay up. I've tried so many times with levees and things to prop it up, and it just collapses like a lawn chair.
We want names on the fridge and music again.
Poor fridge.
Yes, yeah, it's right there. Like it hasn't left. I just can't. I mean, I still do a little song at the beginning. I don't have a Patreon member shout out anymore, but I do a little 10-second.
Amazing.
Yeah. The fridge will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Yes. Are you excited about that movie?
I got my tickets as soon as I.
You already bought them?
Of course, bro. It's Avengers Doomsday. Like this is
the moment, right?
Oh my god, it's gonna be bigger than Infinity War. It's bigger than Endgame.
Have you been going back rewatching the movies?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them all enough times. I probably don't need to, but yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, I was right before the podcast. I was watching Infinity Wars. I'm just just getting it ready for Doomsday. I have not bought the tickets. I'm just expecting to walk in and watch it.
What?
See how that works. I'll tell you what, though, I've never seen a theater so busy as the Spider-Man movie. I was blown away. The theater that I go to is in a mall parking lot, and the entire mall was filled up basically with the theater. Like, they weren't at the mall, they were at the theater.
Right.
I was shocked. I was like, what is going on here? And sure enough, everyone was there to see Spider-Man.
Did it live up to the hype?
It did. I've seen it twice. Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
It has like almost like a gospel message to it too, with internal struggles of dealing with alternate lives and bringing them together, being yourself and not hiding that away. Right? You can have certain lifestyles and they could be the same together. You know, I thought it was pretty good.
I really love, but this isn't a spoiler because it's in the freaking trailer. I love Bruce's argument where Tom Holland asks him, like, "Hey, how can I shut off certain genes? Because like there's certain parts of his spider DNA that it's like getting to be too big, too much for him." And Bruce is like, "How do you know? Like, what constitutes as good or bad DNA? Good, like who decides that? And like, you think like, oh, well, if I shut this gene off, that's fine. But that gene could, like Pokemon have an ability, they have a hidden ability. That hidden gene's ability could express so many other things that you're just not aware of. And we just know so little. It's like, I really, really like his saying about that.
How many people are going to tamper with that? With was it the Casper CRISPR-9?
CRISPR, they're already doing it. Yeah.
And how do you know what to shut off and what not to shut off? Like,
so I started working for a biotech company recently, and they are raising money for biotech is like impossible because it takes forever to try to get listed on NASDAQ, and you have to go through so many trials. And even if you succeed, even if there's like, hey, we want to take this chemical, this drug, and turn it into like a drug on pharmaceutical drug, it's a crapshoot. One out of every 20,000 make it. But the ones that make it, you make like 1,000x on. It's crazy. But we all kind of know each other, and we all kind of just like, hey, here's what everyone's working on. There's so many people working on reverse aging, and they have it for eyes, they have it for hair now, they have it for within the next 10 years. You will have reverse aging commercially available to everyone. And weird. And that's, oh God, I can't wait for that. I'm going to be 27 again. And
there's a Bible verse in the Book of Revelation.
For a living, if he does anything at all, but I love how somebody not in the sphere, like not in the game, is just like, yeah, it's never going to happen. Like it's already happened for certain organs like eyes, and then they've done it with hair. Like it's happened.
They did it for mice. Didn't they do it for mice? I've heard lots of stories about
hair on mice.
Well,
they can't.
Reverse aging for mice, where they took an old mouse and reversed it.
In a way, they've done that where they just inject blood from a young mouse into the older mouse, and they start acting young again. And it's like, okay, what's doing that? And long story short is like, everyone knows like, what's the powerhouse of the cell? The mitochondria. Like what does mitochondria do? So there's ways to be able to take and the science goes beyond what I like have expertise in, but each individual cell has even if it's older, right? Even if it's like a 50-year-old cell, it still has the genetic thumbprint of it when it was a 27-year-old cell, 30-year-old cell. And all you have to do is just like turn on those genes and make the cell, each individual cells act young again.
So you want to hear a scary Bible verse on that?
Sure.
And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. That's the Book of Revelation.
So there's
basically future casting of down the road. It's just kind of interesting. I think they will find a cure for aging for sure.
Yes,
and people are going to be living forever.
But think about that. Now you're keeping people away from heaven. Like that's what you really want.
That's really what you're saying too. Yeah, the afterlife, right? Yeah.
You don't want to go to. Like, no, don't take me there. It's like, you know, depending obviously on what you believe, right?
What would that do to you inside too? Like to think that would people think that they were gods at that point? Makes you wonder, right? Like,
there's a group I'm part of.
I can live forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So I would love, as I love life. Life is great for me, you know, but there's a bunch of people on Facebook called a group where we ask each other ridiculous questions. And I asked it in that group. I was like, you know, how long would you want to like live for? And I was expecting well, I want to see my kids, you know, like grow up and, you know, maybe grandkids and just see what happens. But that's not what they said. Every single one. Now, granted, the people on this, there's like a couple 100,000 people in this group. A lot of them are very poor. A lot of them are living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of shot through the heart with that. That was great.
Oh, Wes.
So a lot of these people are fairly poor. They're very, very liberal. They're very anti-rich people, and every single one of them is just like, I don't want to be alive any longer than I have to. This is worse than a death sentence. And because they're struggling, it's like, I'm going to struggle not just for the rest of my life. I'm going to struggle forever. This is hell. And they're just like, this is
what
hell.
movie is that? Time? Was it called Time? With is it Justin Bieber? No, Justin Timberlake. Where they're all in their 20s, but they're essentially poor forever. They're enslaved to time, right? And they hate their life. They want to end it all because they're miserable.
Yeah,
reminds me of that. Yeah.
Can I play you guys a video real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a thing. I'll be right back.
Okay.
$75,000 Bitcoin.
Dang, that's crazy.
Jesus, bro. Going nuts.
Okay.
We got all right, what's ETH doing? Let's see here. Let's go to the Ethereum. 2362. Planet.
Yeah, I didn't find any resistance at 7.2 or 7.3, did it? It just kept plowing away. It's freaking crazy. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So one of my favorite stories is in a mother's womb were two babies, and one turns to the other and says, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replies, "Why, of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" "I don't know," said the second, "but there'll be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses we can't understand now." First goes, "That's ridiculous. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, that's absurd. The umbilical cord is what scientifically supplies nutrition and all that we need, but it's far too short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded." And the second says, "What if it's just different than it is here? Maybe we don't need that physical cord anymore." The first goes, "Okay, if there were life after delivery, then tell me, why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere." And the second says, "But certainly we'll meet Mother, and she'll take care of us." The first goes, Mother? You actually believe in Mother? If Mother exists, where is she now? And the second goes, she's all around us. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. And the first says, I don't see her. It's only logical that she's not here. To which the second replied, sometimes when you're in silence and you really listen, you can perceive her presence. You can hear her loving voice calling down from above.
Aww. Yeah, that's a nice metaphor.
Cool, right?
What happens after death? Maybe I don't know. Yeah, we're at 75.5 for Bitcoin. So
Wes takes it straight to the price.
Yeah.
we'll see what happens when we get a little NFT ETH rally. But
I can't wait. Cannot wait.
I think
we
after
need
self
people in
custody that
here.
really helps as well.
We'll know when it's going to happen, because we'll see an influx of market purchases. We'll see an influx of new users that are active and, watching streams and stuff. We'll start to see it in those numbers, right? We're the first canaries in the coal mine, really.
Are you guys going for the Elm on X drop tomorrow?
What is it?
It is the Virgin of the Rocks Da Vinci.
Ooh.
It is a serious piece, and it's only like $60 USD.
Yes.
And there's only 70 editions. See if I can pull it up. I'm really loving what Elm on X has been dropping these days. Like, it's amazing. And I remember saying back in the day, even when I first came on your show, Randy, I'm like, what if we get Mona Lisa? We did, right? They brought it to us. And I love the partnership they have with Vivi, right? Back and forth doing different things. And I like how it's not on Vivi too, because Vivi can't have everything, right?
Of course.
But check this out. I mean, what an amazing piece.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's basically an altar that they created in I think Milan. There's only two in the world. One's in the Louvre, and one's I think this one's in London. Yeah,
wow.
Incredible.
That's cool. Very cool.
Remember this? This is the famous painting with that angel. I think it's supposed to be. I think this one's Uriel. It's either Uriel or Michael. I think the other one might be Michael. Yeah, amazing. So I'm definitely going for it. I'm trying to get two.
Are you? Is there two of those, or there's just one drop?
There's just one drop. That's it. 45 coins. They're in.
Dang.
They're in-app coins. You got to purchase them. And we'll see how many times we can pull that trigger. 70 editions. I'm just hoping to at least get one. Right.
So it's going to sell out, right?
I don't see a lot of people talking about this one either. I'm shocked. I mean, this is Da Vinci, man. Like, this is something you buy and you hold.
And we've had
don't ever let it go.
We've had more Da Vinci, right? We've had his sketches.
We've had Mona Lisa, the Salvatore, what was it? Salvatore Mundi, which was the Jesus holding the crystal ball.
Oh, yeah.
We had the man with the red chalk, which is supposed to be his biographical drawing, right, of himself at some point. Mm-hmm. And then we have what else? The Last Supper. We have that. Incredible. Wes, you'd buy it. It was on Vivi, but this is on ETH. You can just put this in your own wallet.
Custody? Self-custody?
Funny how that goes both ways, right?
Self-custody.
It's self-custody, right? But you can keep it on Elm on X too. But if you want to, their site. which I actually have NFTs on both. So, anyways, they're releasing all this amazing stuff. They did Michelangelo's drawings. I can't wait till we get Picasso too. Hopefully that comes soon.
So, how many of these are there?
70. There's only 65 public.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So they're making 3,900 on this.
They're hardly making any money at all. I
wonder why they're doing it where they just only make that. Like, this is an incredible piece.
An incredible piece. Like, this is the first artwork I ever drew when I got into drawing stuff, and I can only draw things if I see them, like next to it. And that angel picture is the picture I drew. I remember when I was a kid.
Really?
It's this piece.
You chose this, like, this is a hard piece to draw. Like, why would you choose this to try? Like, yeah, that's my first one.
I love Da Vinci. I don't know what to say.
That's cool.
I'm not that good of an artist, but I tried. I actually did a pretty good job as a kid, but it was such a monumental piece that I remember it as a child. Let's put it that way.
Right.
It was a memorable moment for me.
Have you ever seen those infinite, like, iPad drawings? Like the ones where, like, they zoom in forever. Oh, bro, give me 1 second.
Yeah. Where you pinch it and you can, like, keep looking and keep looking. Yeah, those are cool. No. Those videos are sweet. Whoa.
What? What is this? How is that possible?
That's
like
dope.
Because it
does it just keep loading?
Well, this is all drawn. Like, this is all, like, it's on an iPad and it's just an infinite zoom.
Wow.
And then you could just. So, like, this is like there was nothing at first, and then someone draws something, and then they zoom in.
Insane.
And
this has to be.
So this one's like a very short video, but there's one that goes on for like hours, where it took the dude like years to make.
Wow.
Really? This is handmade. There's no way.
So that because it's on an
How
iPad,
you draw
so
small,
but then you zoom in.
Well, he zooms
like,
in,
draw in the whites.
and then draws, and then zooms in, draws. Keep zooming in.
But but you can zoom in on any part of the piece and do the same thing.
Infinitely.
Yeah, because you can just pinch it and then make like the first one was it's like, hey, there's a little T-Rex, but like you could do it like backwards to forwards. You could make something first. I think that's what you have to do is you have to make something first, and then you have to zoom out, and then because it would be impossible to draw that first and then zoom in. So you have to draw the first thing and then zoom out and then make it like a part of his, that type of thing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Or as Planet Vampire said, that's nuts.
Is that a Angry Beavers reference? Like, Dad get it. He's like, that was nuts.
That's nuts. I've lost all my brain cells in the past from drinking, so I don't remember.
Loved Angry Beavers.
Wow. When does Omi hit 30 cents, Wes?
Oh.
Next year?
When? I'm ready.
I mean, once we get to 001, I can drink again. So,
You know what it was? Is we never got that announcement. I was expecting Fortnite announcement. We never got it. That was the 30 cents call on me.
I mean, we had our first thing of Roblox, so that's cool. Like, I think we'll get other stuff.
I never even got my code for that. Did you guys get your code?
2020.
2042.
Yes. I never
clip it. Hold on. Pull that up and clip that. 2042. Wes says 30 cents.
Heard it there first.
Welcome to the club, Wes.
Okay.
30 cent club.
There's I don't know when we get we'll do great next year. Maybe even the end of this year. we'll see.
So do you think the NFTs are going to run first before crypto?
In the past like couple months, OMI ran first, and like the collectibles went up, but only because OMI went up.
Right.
Does that happen again, or does it happen, the opposite way this time? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I have a healthy amount of both, I think. Just the OMI and the collectibles.
Yeah, I think if we see a nice little spike up, I'm going to start selling a lot of collectibles that I don't really care about.
I wanted
bought over the years.
There was a secret rare Spider-Man today for 10 million OMI, and I was like,
"Oh, really?
I wanted to get it. I just didn't."
Kidding me? What is that? That's like $1,700 or something.
It was like 2K.
2K.
So,
yeah.
So I didn't. Then the reason I wanted is because I had one. I sold it for 19.25 million OMI like 6 weeks ago, and I was like, well, I should get it here. But Foster can take the beta and turn it off and just roll it out at any moment that he wants to. So like if I got that and then OMI like triples, it's like
But it's still only a 20% hit. Right? If you had it locked up. Are you talking about if you had it locked up?
Oh no, I'm talking about if I were to buy the Spider-Man for 10 million OMI.
Oh.
And then if OMI triples and like the collectible will go up. So let's say I could have gotten it for maybe like 5 million OMI. Or if I want to sell it, I only get 5 million OMI for it.
I wouldn't even in my personal opinion, if I owned a secret rare Spider-Man, which I do not, I would not even sell it for probably less than 100K. In my opinion.
What if it doesn't reach 100K? What if it only goes up to like 87?
I just never sell it. I don't have to. You just dial in certain numbers. That's the best way to do things. Whatever you're willing to sell it for, you just list it for that, and that's what it is. No. You never think about it ever again. And then at some point, you might look back in your wallet and you're like, "Oh man, that sold for 100K like 10 years ago. I didn't even realize that." Right? I mean, but you got to be in a position to do that. I never bought one. I own a Walt. I think I paid $3K for it, and it's not for sale at all.
Right.
If I had two of them, I might have one for sale.
Like 20K down the line. Like, yeah, I'll put it up for 20K if it sells.
I probably would. The Walt piece is not special to me. Like I'm not a huge Disney fan. I actually like Steamboat better. I have 4 of those, the ultra rares. But he got disrespected, right? And I would let almost all things go except for the Banksy. The Banksy, I'd have to have a pretty high price tag on that. I have a number 13 patina, which I love, and I got the 69 Balloon Girl. I mean,
nice.
Is that even sellable? I don't even think so.
I mean, for the right price, but
no, I don't know that there is a price for that.
Yeah.
Zombie, is there a price for that?
You guys got rugged for a second. We all got rugged. What'd you say?
I said, is there a sell button for the right collectible? Zombie's still trying to find his.
No, I keep putting in a ticket. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't find it.
I haven't learned how to sell yet. My bad.
Yeah.
It helps me sleep at night knowing I can't sell right now.
So the bigger items, there's no reason to sell it unless you're getting a serious, like in my opinion, a serious amount of money for it. I'm not buying a Walt to make $1,000. I'm just not.
Right. Right. No, exactly.
Or a Spider-Man. I wouldn't sell a Spider-Man even if I made $5K.
Fuck that. Man, it hurt my feelings selling that Spider-Man. I had sold one Spider-Man. That hurt.
Did it?
Yeah, but it was, obviously it was good in hindsight, but it hurt at the moment because I felt it was going to $1 million,
Yeah.
And
of course
I dumped it all back in collectibles anyway. So.
Well, yeah, that's the problem is in a bull market, you got to just not put it back into everything.
Yeah. No, right. I just instantly purchase.
Once you got 1,000 editions at 100K is 100 million MC. Never happening. Well, I guess it's not for sale then.
Dang.
But it says 1,000 editions. How many of those are locked up?
Wait, why is that never happening? Didn't it happen last year or last cycle?
Last
it went to
cycle,
90K.
the
I
floor was
think,
100K
right?
at
90K.
one point. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean never gonna happen? That's crazy. I'll take you up on that bet. I will take you up on that.
But how many
bet,
are locked up by?
For
How
20
many does
bucks.
Dr. Profit have? Dr. Collect, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. There's probably about 250 locked up, I'd say.
Damn.
In accounts that are no longer active.
I'd say between the ones that VV held back, Dr. Collects, and others that the accounts are no longer active. I'd say about.
So you might as well say there's 700 available only for actual collectors, and for those that are willing to let it go, a lot less than that. Yeah. Zombies isn't for sale. Yeah. How many you got, Zombie? Just 1, 2?
What?
Yeah, he's got a low digit mint.
Secret Spider-Man? Yeah, I got number 64. Technically, 64. I have 70, but I've made a trade already for the guy that collects 70s. So he got me a number 64 for that. So I was like, I'll do it. You know?
Yeah. So,
help a dude out. And I don't want to ever sell that. You know, I hope I'm put in a position where I never have to sell that because I love that piece.
And there's a lot of people that are like that. You know? But there's a lot of people that aren't too. So maybe there's a few hundred for sale.
My Millennium Falcon too. That's going to be a hard one. You know, number 25 of that. That's a big piece to me. So is C3PO number what is it? 40 number 43. You know, that's a bit, or 42. That's a big one. You know, Golden Moments, like that's a huge piece to collectors. Like
Wes calls out 2027 for unlimited program release.
Jeez.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Dude, Planet Vampire, congrats, brother.
100 million. Wow, that's incredible.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's great.
All right,
anything else you guys want to cover?
We'll wrap it up.
My back is destroyed, so I'm probably almost done with the with the show.
Cool.
Conspiracy talk. Always a pleasure, Randy.
Oh, yeah, dude, I love this stuff.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, of course. This is great. This is great times. I had to. I went live before at like 4 because I knew
saw that. Who was that lady?
That lady is the fairy pin mother. I never met her before. I was just on a. I wasn't even planning to have her on. I was just gonna go over what Disney Pinnacle did this weekend, and then I was on a space with Collectors Hub and Yostef, and they're like, "Oh, bro, you got to get this girl." I like, she's free right now. I was like, "Fuck, okay," because I was talking. I had it in my title, and she was a really nice lady. She is just all about Disney pins and Disney Pinnacle, and she has like she has like 12 things on Vivi. She doesn't have a lot, but it was just it was cool. And she's coming to New York Comic Con, and I'll get her in the Vivi fam. So
awesome,
nice, very good,
very cool. All right, Randy.
I was supposed to be on Booth's channel too, but he had to go to like the ER today.
What? No.
Yeah, he's fine now, but he messaged me. He's like, "Bro, like, I'm good now, but I have to go to the ER, and I'm all medded up and like." I think
what is he eating? He got food poisoning a little while ago, and now ER visit.
Wow. That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, so I was supposed to be on his channel at like 7:30, but then he's just like, I can't. And I was like, no,
we got to get Booth back on. He's great.
Do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah, good dude. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in and visiting, talking crazy shit.
I'll catch you all later, everybody. We will.
All right, see you, everybody.